Okay, 1742, good luck. So we've not played before, there's no head-to-head score there. Opponent has 4,300 games, that's very good. Okay. Just develop here. So you might play bishop up. Plays knight up. Okay. Here, trade. I'm just going to develop the bishop and castle. I could have played knight 4 before the knight came out, but it'll just end up getting traded, I would think. Not necessarily a bad thing though. So I'm just looking at develop the other knight now. Okay, so here, knight up, trade. Actually, I'm going to do it this time. F5 might be a move, but I don't think I'd want to play it. I think I'd rather just trade and bring the other knight up. Or maybe C5. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any way to keep the bishop on the board rather than trading it. So here, knight out wide, here might be a move. Yeah, let's drop the bishop back and maybe see if we can get h6 in. If we can't, we can't. Okay, just hit the knight. Knight forward I can take. Otherwise, pawn up might be a move. Again, f5 might be a move given how open the king is. So take, grab a pawn. Looks like a free pawn, but it means giving up the bishop. But I don't mind that. I think I'm going to take the pawn. Okay, I don't see any way to easily attack the queen too quickly. So bishop up. So can we do a move like f5 now? You can't take with a pawn. If you take, we can really clamp on the center. Yeah, I'm going to play f5 now while there's a pin there. Here, I think I just take. Here, probably go with this pawn, but we could go potentially with this one, but I don't think I'd... Actually, let's think about it. Let's see what my opponent does. Can we play f takes g4 in some lines and try and blast it open? Can we do it? I'm leaning towards taking with the f pawn like this and opening the file up. But am I better off going like this? But it does concede some center control, but it gives me a potential for this. But if we do that, the pawn structure is completely shattered. And it concedes ground here. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. Okay, so he's gone across. So queen up might be a move here. Rook up will be a move. I don't think I want to push the pawn here and again release this. So I'm just looking at rook up takes, knight takes. Not easy to break through. Or queen takes, I guess. I've maybe got queen back as well, threatening a check. Queen up and queen back I'm also looking at. No, I'm going to play rook up, I think. Does it matter which square I'm on? Here I can bring the knight across, but then it's kind of restricting my queen anyhow. But the idea is just to bring the other rook behind. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so he's moved almost instantly there, so let's come across. But now if he takes, we can take with a queen and try and control the open file. So now he doesn't have rook across because we just take. So we're threatening a check, takes, check. So he's gone there to block. So now we can maybe start looking at a move like this to get the knight into play. I'm going to risk it now, I think. It's always risky because it allows the bishop to potentially open up, but it allows my knight to get forward potentially. Or I can take and solidify. Okay, the bishop's gone back. Can I play c5 here? C5 might actually be a move, but if he takes... Yeah, c5 does look like a potential move. Queen down. No, I'm going to take first and then consider c5. It feels like a move to me. If you take, I can plant the knight forward. So I'm going to do it. Maybe I should be using a bit more time here. Maybe use a bit more time. He's banging out the moves really, really quickly though. Okay. I don't want to check and devote the bishop, so I could come right across. I can just step up. So up. Say queen down. I'm guarding my knight. Pawn's loose. We can maybe just take. Yeah, let's just step up and guard the knight. Threatening to take here. If you take, my knight's going to jump forward. I think. Yeah, he has indeed gone for that queen move. So I could just push a pawn up. Take. Take back, then pawn up might be playable as well. Take here, knight across. I don't quite like. I want the knight forward, obviously, which he's restricting now. Pawn up might let him in. Yeah, let's take. What to do with this knight? Can I play a move like rook across and try and come in here? That's potential. But as soon as I move off the file, he can come across. Let's just see what he does. But right now, I'm guarding everything, I think. He might gamble here. He might do. I doubt it, but he might do. I need to find a way to get the knight further forward. I'm trying to put the knight here. So we might never achieve it, but that's the goal. Yeah, so he's taken. Oh, excuse me. So I'm looking at rook across to threaten a check. What other options have I got? Knight across to go here. You can easily guard, and the knight's then a bit more offside, but right now the knight's not going forward anyway. Rook across, knight can come here and jump. Queen guards the rook, it's just the risk of this pawn. But I'm threatening an immediate check. Block, takes, check. And push the pawn, that sort of idea. Or even take here. Yeah, I'm going to play rook across, threaten to come here. If I move the knight, the queen guards the rook. If you take and you go pawn grabbing, I'm going to get forward, and there's got to be a risk to the king. So he's played bishop over. So now can I just grab a pawn? I lose my knight. So check, block, take, check, back. Just got to watch out for my knight and not getting checkmated and losing all the material. So I'm looking at moving the knight out the way first. And maybe here. Do I need to spend a move like this? Check is tempting. Actually, the pawn push immediately is very tempting. But then I can't queen check. I'm looking at this as well, but say bishop down. I don't like that. But if I wander off too much, I've got my own king's safety to deal with. But it feels playable to me, so I'm going to play it. Okay, so now can I just push check here? I've got to think of this, don't I? Let's drop the knight back just so it's guarded. I'm guarding the important bit and I'm threatening to try and push or check and push. But I've got to think of my king's safety. Now I'm threatening to grab this pawn though. Okay, he supports it, so here. Obviously, if I wander off there, there is a big threat. So check, I assume across, just pawn up. Then I still guard this pawn, don't I? Yeah, let's check and pawn up. So I'm still guarding this pawn. There's no immediate one move threat to my king. I'm guarding my knight as well. Bishop can't move right now. But I'm only attacking with one piece, so that's a bit of a problem. But if I get here, I'm threatening check and queen potentially. So he's gone back. So check, king up, check, takes, check. I don't see that knockout blow. I'm going to chuck a pawn forward. I'm going to try and box that king and hope that I'm safe with my own king, or that I can advance my knight at some point. Oh, he's gone there. Oh, it's the phone again. I'll have to just get that. Right, apologies for that. Oh god, my clock. My clock is really burning here, isn't it? So, what have I got? I've got check, you have to block. Now what about check back? Yeah, check. I'm trying to push this pawn on, so can I do it now? Why not? Simply push and threaten to queen. My king feels safe. I don't see any obvious checks. Obviously the bishop can't move now, so I think this is winning. Get the cursor off the board so there's no accidental slips there. Okay, we get a very good win. Actually, let's check that one on the analyzer as well. Pause so there's no accidental starting of another game. Oh, my opponent's actually running it through anyway, or somebody's running it through, so let's see what we've got. It's not going to stay 99%, that's just starting off, so there'll be mistakes here. I'm on the bottom, aren't I? There's going to be mistakes and blunders somewhere, I would imagine. Oops. Well, actually, I've got no bad blunders there. I've got 94% and 21 is my average center pawn loss, just a couple of blunders from opponent. So you can see on the graph there, you can just click to where it was pretty level. A knight forward, yeah, because it loses a pawn. See, if you want to, you can turn the engine on and off as well during the review. So it was correct to take, and I think we've played a pretty solid, sensible game there, so that's a very good win.